Hi, I'm here with Dr. David Manock. Really good to be here again for another session. We have been going through a lot in our society. We have been in an extended time of isolation. We are in what everyone is now referring to as a post-coronavirus world. And it feels very eerily similar to like how 9/11 just kind of shifted everything, right?
Yeah.
Eventually society returned and businesses open, but something is never quite the same again. And as people are really coping with a lot of isolation, a lot of feeling like they're going crazy, we know that there's a lot of higher suicide attempts, a lot more domestic violence. A great conversation we can have is around change and transition. And you as a clinician, how would you address that with your clients or with an audience that's listening right now, trying to transition into a new world?
Yeah, and that's a great question for us to explore. And I think COVID-19 or 9/11, folks who've lived through those things, they kind of intuitively know life is a challenge, and it keeps moving forward, and we don't seem to have full control of that movement. So how do we wisely not only survive the movement, but how do we really grow when things are changing so rapidly? And so, like 9/11, which for most Americans was an unanticipated event. And then like COVID-19, I mean, a year ago last year, if you would have asked me, hey, you're going to have a pandemic, I go, what are you talking about?
Right. Yeah,
and
right.
you'd be shut down for 3 months. What are you really talking about? Are you
Right.
crazy?
Yeah.
What have you been smoking these days?
Or
right?
everyone would be wearing masks.
Or everybody be
Like-
wearing masks.
Like
And
you expected in Japan or China.
right.
But here?
Right.
Like,
yeah, because we see in the
right,
news,
the news, right.
Asians, they do this funny thing called wearing masks, right?
Right. Yeah.
But we in the West figure that's because there are too many people over there.
Right. Or because of smog, right?
Smog,
And-
whatever.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
sometimes here some sick people seem
Correct.
to do that.
Yeah.
And surgeons do that.
But not everybody at the store.
Not everybody. It's not a
right.
common experience, but here we are.
Here we are. Yeah.
Okay.
Hey, you mentioned something before you go on. You said not just survive, but grow.
Yeah, thrive.
Thrive. That's what I wanted to say.
As
Are you really
yes,
saying
yeah.
thrive, like flourish, right?
Yeah, grow. And how does that growth really take place? So in family systems, we understand that people are part of a group, a family, a unit. And a family is in time and space. And so as it goes through time and space or history, there are nodal events or defining events that forever shifts the family dynamic.
And nodal, you mean by like a node?
Yeah,
A nodal
like a
event. It's
node,
like
like
a
a nodal,
point in time
yeah.
where something changes
Yeah,
and shifts.
and so like, okay, game over. It's a different reality from this point on. For example, in family systems, when a young couple get engaged and get married, that's a nodal event. Game over for singlehood, right? And now the challenge of, after going to the altar, if you have a traditional marriage, or going to the judge, if you have a non-traditional marriage, there's a defining event that says, okay, here's the past, here's the future. And people have to make successful transition. Or a couple decides, hey, we're going to become parents. So she gets pregnant.
Nodal event.
Nodal event. And I remember when I was so excited when my son was born, and I went to the hospital, got my wife, and she carried this bundle of joy. And I thought, hey, since it was my first child, I was clueless parent, excited, right? So I thought, hey, let's stop at our favorite restaurant. and celebrate with our baby.
Right.
We're family now. I'm so excited.
Another nodal event.
Another nodal
Never
event.
do that.
Right. And we got there, and he cried the whole
Hold on.
time.
Can you
And I
believe
looked
that?
at my wife and said, our life is over.
Right. It is.
Right.
It is.
It is. We
It
went from
changes.
twosome to threesome.
Right.
Okay. COVID-19
It's a nodal event.
is a nodal event.
And would you
Good
call?
luck going back.
And would you talk about when you talk about family systems, which I really love?
Yeah.
You could say that our little community is a type of family that has gone through a nodal system,
Sure.
right? And all of
Sure.
our relationships are now
Sure.
affected by this
Yeah.
unexpected global pandemic event.
Right. All humans, no matter what culture, ethnicity, nationality, most humans think of two critical relational institution, tradition, subculture, whatever. One's called marriage. The other one's called family. So I think of the two as marriage is a foundation that you build the house on, called the family.
Right.
And so it's successfully going through these things.